Welcome back to another episode of our Avenue 88 podcast. I'm Brent. Joining me today are Jackie and Phoebe.
Hello.
We will be talking about one of the most anticipated upcoming executive condominium, Coastal Cabana, EC, located in Pasir Ris. Why is it creating a buzz? What's the investment potential? Is it the right EC to buy? Or should buyers be wary? Let's find out. Maybe Jackie can share with us more on the developer itself.
Sure. Okay, so this is a consortium of developer consisting of Qingjian Realty, China Communication Construction Company, aka 中国交建, and ZACD Group. Okay, so some background about them. So Qingjian has done many EC and private condos.
Yes,
so
yes.
EC like in residences, Visionaire in Sembawang, Bellwoods, Bellwaters, and Tenet, which just TOP recently in Tampines.
Yes, I saw some of them collecting keys already.
Yeah. And for condos, the notable ones like Jetscape in Marymount,
Oh yeah.
Forex in Upper Bukit Timah, Nin Residences in Potong Pasir, and currently the ongoing sales, the Bloomsbury Residences, okay, one of the hidden gem. I feel that there are a lot of potential growth in that location, but we shall discuss it another time. Okay, then next, the CCCC, okay, the China Communication Construction Company. Okay, so this, okay, is CCCC is an official thing. Okay,
It's a mouthful lah.
it is in the website is CCCC. Okay, it's a government-linked company, one of the strong players with strong financial muscles. Okay, and then when I say government-linked, it's not Singapore, it's China. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then ZACD is a listed company in Hong Kong, and they are no strangers to Qingjian as they have a long-standing history of partnership on large-scale development like Jetscape, In Residences, and also Bloomsbury. So this plot is the first EC site that the government has released for EC sale in Pasir Ris since in 13 years.
Oh, that's a super long time.
Super long time.
Yeah.
You know, imagine your
Back in
you-
2012.
yeah, no, that 2012 lah. Yeah,
I was so young.
Me too.
yeah. The kid also finished PSLE already. Okay, so this EC there will be 748 units, and then there will be 16 blocks, which are made up of 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms. And the new trend now is that the bigger size units will go first, and likely Coastal Cabana will follow the same. Yeah, so this one has 5 bedroom.
Wow, big eh. I thought quite rare, right? But I think nowadays EC is getting more and more 5 bedrooms.
Correct.
Yeah, it's like HDB 5-room flat.
Yeah.
No. 5-room flat is still only 3 bedroom.
No. My house got 4 rooms.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Some of the 5-room there. Yeah.
Correct,
Okay.
the older ones. Yeah.
So one of the another selling point of this project is that it has sea view. Yeah, and of
Yes,
course,
definitely the best selling point for this.
Yes,
definitely, yes. Okay, so there will be more info will be rolled soon, and if you want to have the latest update, do DM us directly.
Okay, so now, thank you, Jackie. So I'll be walking you guys through the location highlights of the project. So let's start with where it sits on the map, which is Coastal Cabana being nestled along Jalan Loyang Besar. So it's right in the heart of Pasir Ris. So what makes this location really compelling is the seamless connectivity. So residents will enjoy quick access to Pasir Ris MRT station, as well as the major expressways like TPE, PIE, and also ECP lah.
Yes.
So whether you're commuting to the city or heading out for a weekend getaway, I think travel will be just very smooth and efficient. So zooming out a little bit, you'll notice how well integrated Coastal Cabana is actually with the nearby lifestyle amenities. So just minutes away, you've got your downtown east, a very vibrant hub for dining, entertainment and retail. There's also White Sands Shopping Centre, as well as a new Pasir Ris Mall.
Huh?
Yeah.
Where's the mall?
It's the latest mall together with Pasir Ris 8 with
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those restaurants.
Just
and
beside
shop.
White Sands. Actually.
Just beside
just
White Sands?
beside.
Oh, it's a very new mall.
Yeah, it's
New.
like left and right.
Yeah.
Together with
correct.
White Sands.
Okay.
Correct. So I think it's perfect for the everyday essentials, and of course, like the expansive Pasir Ris Park, ideal for nature lovers and families looking for a weekend recreation. So I think it's a very thoughtful balance of convenience, lifestyle, and greenery, which will make it popular lah.
Yes.
So I think if you're looking at a home that offers both connectivity and tranquility, then Coastal Cabana really checks all the boxes. So you can see on the map as well. Another thing interesting about it is actually the concept that it has. So imagine waking up to a panoramic view of the coastline with Pasir Ris Park and open sea just beyond your window. Yeah.
But Really panoramic, man.
Yeah, I think we'll like. If you look at the map that I've shown you based on the one map, the 3-dimensional map, and you see where Coastal Cabana sits, you will realize that the upper floors will be able to get quite a good sea view.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And I
Correct.
think this will be the sea view that without the traffic noise.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So this isn't just a lifestyle perk. It's actually a very rare asset. And in land-scarce Singapore, I think seafront-facing homes are super limited. And this scarcity will drive long-term value.
Yeah, because I think like for sea view units, especially in the east side, usually we will face the ECP and then you will get the traffic noise also. So this
Exactly.
one will be
And
the
at a
one.
much more premium also.
Correct.
yes,
So
definitely.
this is an interesting part. Yeah. So for homeowners, it's actually about your daily serenity, not just buying a unit for investing. You're actually investing in a peaceful retreat surrounded by nature, and yet you are still near MRT station and like a lot of the urban amenities. So for investors, the appeal is clear. Properties with unblocked sea views tend to hold their value better and attract premium rental demand. Plus, with upcoming developments in Pasir Ris area, including the integrated transport hub and rejuvenation plans, I think this location is really poised for growth. So whether you're looking to stay or invest, I think Coastal Cabana Sea View positioning offers a lot of emotional and financial returns.
True.
Yeah, and finally, schools are always very important, right? So
Yes.
proximity to quality schools is usually a top priority for families, and Coastal Cabana delivers that on the front. So within the immediate vicinity, as you can see the map, you will find a range of relatively well-established primary schools. You got your Pasir Ris Primary School, Casuarina Primary School, Elias Park Primary School, and these schools are quite known for their academic foundations, strong academic foundations and nurturing environments. And for older students, of course, this area is also equally well served. You got secondary schools like Pasir Ris Crest Secondary School, Loyang View Secondary School, which is just a short commute away, and also Hai Sing Catholic School, a mission school with a strong reputation, which will be moving back to its original location by the end of this year when the construction is completed. Yeah, we also have the Meridian Secondary School just slightly further down the road.
Yeah, there's also actually a pretty cool preschool campus nearby at 3 Pasir Ris Drive, together with the Vida City.
Vida City
Not sure
is
if you guys
What?
know.
the
Well, I
food
don't know,
area.
man.
It's like the
so it's like
canteen became a public,
campus,
public food
Yeah.
court kind of a thing.
So
Yeah,
it's like a hawker center? Is it like a hawker center?
it's supposed to
something
be.
like that.
Something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
Ah,
Yeah. You
okay.
can go there and
Been
have a
meaning
look.
to go. Pass by, yeah. So anyway, so with the preschool campus, the secondary school, the primary school, you've really got an educational ecosystem which will add tremendous value to your for families considering this project for own stay. And you're not buying a home, just buying a home. You're securing access to a stable, supportive learning environment for your kids, as well as a good investment source. And for investors, this proximity to good schools actually enhances rental appeal, especially among tenants with school-going children who will prioritize convenience and quality education. So in short, I feel that Coastal Cabana isn't just well connected by transport and lifestyle amenities, it's also deeply embedded in a family-friendly neighborhood with strong educational infrastructure.
Yeah, I think like school actually is a very big thing
Yes.
for like upgraders and or EC buyers.
Exactly,
Yes,
because all
yes.
families, right?
Yeah. Okay, so next I will touch on the pricing. Okay, so for Coastal Cabana, it has the highest bid by Qingjian, okay, at 557 million. And that will be 729 PSF per plot ratio. So actually this is the new record high.
Hi.
Like throughout Singapore history, there isn't someone who beat this high
Oh, no,
before.
the latest
It's
Woodlands
Pasir Ris.
one.
Oh, Woodland one.
Yes,
Woodland,
yes,
is it
yes.
higher than this?
Yes, it's higher than this.
Oh, no.
It's all the
Sorry.
outskirts.
Outskirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually FYI, so this 729 PSF per plot ratio surpassed the previous record of 721 PSF per plot ratio by Simlian at Oriel at Tampines. So actually this one is even higher, more expensive than Oriel at Tampines. Yeah, but although
By $8.
by
Oriel's-
$8 lah,
oh.
still higher lah. Okay. But Oriel at Tampines is next to the integrated place.
Exactly, location-wise, yeah.
Okay, so Oriel average transacted PSF was 1767 PSF, and the highest was done at 1882 PSF for 840 square feet. So although it sounds very high on the PSF, like 1,008 plus per square foot, right? But the quantum is only like 1.588 million for a 3-bedroom. So still quite acceptable if you ask me, right?
I mean, for today's
Yeah, for
context.
today's
lah,
context.
For today's context,
prices
yes,
climbing.
Yeah. Okay, so now then let's switch to the chart. Let's look at the transacted prices at Oriel and Tampines. Okay, hang on. Let me present. Okay, so for the 3-bedroom, you can see that the lowest PSF start from 1650 at a quantum of 1.41 million, and then the high is 1882 PSF at 1.749 million for a 3-bedroom.
For the top floor lah.
Well, maybe the top
Yeah,
floor.
probably.
Yeah,
Must be the
probably
top
lah.
floor.
Yeah, must be. If not.
Okay, then for 4-bedroom, okay, the PSF starting from 1652 PSF, and then the high is 1872 PSF, and the highest quantum is 2.237 million. Yeah. So actually, all these are the transacted prices done at Oriel, and Oriel is already 100% sold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last thing on the 5-bedroom unit, right? So starting from 1665 PSF, and the highest will be 1829. Imagine 5-bedroom also 1008 PSF, right? Then quantum is 2.481 million. Okay, so actually in terms of quantum, it looks like a bit high for EC. But if you look at it compared to current launches for the 5-bedroom, it's easily 3 mil and above, or like
Yes.
3.3
Yeah,
mil
yeah.
or
Definitely,
3.4
That's the
mil.
size lah.
So actually 2.4 is like at least also a million lesser than that. Yeah.
But you need to be very cash rich, right?
It
To
is,
afford
it
a
is.
2 point.
Yeah, so like let's say normal couple, young couple, and then you can get a 30-year loan, but because due to MSR, your borrowing amount is only about maybe 1 million plus minus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1.05 lah.
Yeah.
So the guy who is buying a 5-bedroom, let's say Oriel with the highest price, right? He will need to fork out cash like at least 1.4 million.
Super cash
1.5
rich.
plus stamp duty.
Or plus stamp
Yeah.
duty some
Easily
more.
1.5.
Yeah, easily 1.5 mil. So I think although Coastal Cabana, I mean, is at Pasir Ris, but likely because their bid price is about the same, so actually we foresee you can really follow the prices here at Oriel at Tampines. Yeah, plus minus 5% easily.
Yeah, because location
Yeah.
difference lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I think the wild card will be the sea view units, because likely this unit will have a higher price and PSF. So for Coastal Cabana will be quite interesting, as the developer did not get the land cheap, and yet they must sell it at the right price where it is acceptable and affordable by the EC buyers.
Yeah.
So we will share more on the price analysis next time when we have more info. And of course, if you want to stay updated, do DM us directly and we will send you the price matrix when it's ready.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the brand will share with us on the EC performance.
Yeah, so I'll be touching on the EC performance. Over the past 10 years, Singapore's housing market has grown steadily, be it EC, HDB or private residential. But the ECs actually have consistently outperformed both the HDB resale flat and also the private condo in terms of percentage. So from the chart over here, you can see that the HDB and the private non-landed is about 45% growth over 2014 to 2024. And for the EC, actually, it has went up to about 65 to 70%.
it's a very
Wow,
big
that's a
difference.
lot,
Yeah,
eh?
that's
It's really
a lot of
significant.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why ECs has outperformed? There's a few reasons. I think the number one definitely will be the entry price advantage. ECs are typically launched at 25 to 30% below nearby condos. But once the 5-year MOP is reached and they can be resold to Singaporean and PRs, that price gap actually narrows down.
Yeah, so I think this is a very important note because after the 5 MOP, even single PR can buy.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't have to follow the HDB rulings anymore.
Yeah, you can buy like a private lah. in
Yes,
a way.
normal like a private transaction.
Yeah.
But
As good
foreigners
as
cannot
lah.
Yeah,
buy.
except foreigners
Yeah.
cannot buy.
Foreigners cannot buy.
So when full privatization kicks in after 10 years, the EC and the private condo resale gap nearby actually compress even further, sometimes even on par with the private condo next door.
That's right.
Yeah. So second will be the HDB upgrader. As HDB resale value grows sharply from 2020 to 2024, many upgraders has gained sufficient equity to buy ECs. So definitely when they look into the private segment, they will look at the resale ECs as they are still priced a little bit lower than the private condo. And
True.
Technically there's not much difference between private condo and EC lah.
Yeah.
After it privatized or semi-privatized.
And the
Yeah.
good thing is they can buy with single name instead of husband and wife both names to go into the property.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. So number 3 definitely will be the limited supply, also the eligibility barrier. So there's only a few ECs launched every year, typically also outside of central region. Then also number 2, of course, will be the eligibility barrier, meaning that your income can't be above 16,000 for now. Then you can be eligible to buy the EC lah.
And you need to be very cash rich.
Yes, you need to be very cash rich to buy the
Agree.
bigger
The
units.
unspoken
To-
eligibility barrier.
Yeah.
So the last will be, of course, the hybrid appeal. ECs give buyers the best of both worlds. The government subsidy structure of public housing at an entry point, and also the lifestyle and ownership rights to private property down the line. So this model actually has been proven robust. During soft market, ECs holds their value better. During booms, they appreciate faster.
Yeah, they also still get a grant if you're a first timer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the golden question now, will you buy Coastal Cabana or
Buy.
will you not buy?
Bye.
Maybe
If
Phoebe
you go
can
first.
share first.
Bye because EC sure make money.
Okay.
Okay, not say
That's-
sure lah,
that's
but
quite true.
high chance lah.
Higher chance.
Higher chance lah,
yeah,
higher
really
chance.
higher
Very high chance.
yeah.
Okay,
How about Jackie?
then for me, I think EC, end of the day, it's not like you choose the EC, it's the EC to choose you. Because
correct.
Yes.
like first timer, yes, you can get the queue, but let's say for second timer, usually you need to follow the 30% regulation. So the slots are quite limited. So I think if I'm eligible, I'll go for
Can
the
buy,
EC
just
as
buy,
well.
oh.
Sure buy lah. Yeah.
Yeah, so for myself, definitely I will buy if I am eligible, because of the coastal living lah. It's not easy to get a sea view living in Singapore nowadays.
Yes.
You're really
especially-
staying in the location. You really appreciate
yeah.
the place.
I'm staying nearby lah. I'm staying nearby.
You need to move nearer to the sea lah.
But my house got no sea view.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we look at the numbers, actually ECs have been quietly been one of the best performing property segments in Singapore over the last decade. And even at prices at about maybe 1,007 average PSF, do take note that the new launches nowadays at the OCR are going around 2,001
Yeah.
to 2,003 per square foot.
Mm.
So for buyers, if you're still wondering, ECs still make sense today. History suggests yes, especially when the entry price is right and the location ticks the livability boxes. And that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed this, do remember to give us a like and remember to subscribe or send us a message if there's another development you want us to cover. Thanks for listening and catch you next time on our Avenue 88 podcast. Bye.
Bye.